Praise the Most High today, family. Hallelujah. Praise the highest Yahuwah today. It's an absolutely gorgeous day here in the Carolinas, family. And we're so glad to see it. It's so good to be in the land of the living, given the opportunity and the ability to say, praise the Most High. Not just with our choppers, but with our very lives. Our culture. It's who we are. As we know that Judah means praise, or Yehuda means praise. We're made to praise the Most High. Hallelujah. I do hope everyone else is well today. I'm quite excited today. And the last time I said this, I couldn't have found out that excitement was for another test, was for a dipping. And if I'd have known it was me getting excited to go through something, I don't know if I would have been that excited about it. Not that excited, but when you put something in you, you still gotta express it and feel it. And that's what that was. Because we definitely went through a dip. Bye. But we got the lesson, we learned it, and put it in our repertoire. Hallelujah. And today is a very encouraging word, family. Very encouraging idea, we should say. That really moved me on the inside. And it's called. I hope everyone else is well and that you're able to get out and get some fresh air, some sunshine, and some good exercise if those things are in your neck of the woods. It's gorgeous here. Absolutely gorgeous. Quite chilly, but it's gorgeous. Pardon me. And as we were saying, this idea is called see it all the way through. See it all the way through. And family, I won't discourage this morning. I just had a thought, and I believe he placed it. I believe it was a thought placed by him. But quickly he came back with this word, see it all the way through, Robert. See it all the way through. And see it all the way through means to continue doing something until it is completely finished, especially if it is difficult or challenging. It implies spitting all over the place. It implies perseverance, commitment, and a refusal to give up before the end is reached. What the text calls it? I think Yahusha said it. Face like flint. Stiff going one way for the Most High. Not stiff and won't turn, like he called our people stiff-necked and hard-headed. No, you're one way for the Most High. And we see in Ecclesiastes 7 and 8, the end of a matter is better than its beginning. And patience is better than pride. Oh boy. And see, family, this is what I've been going through. I've been going through trying to rush to the next stage, the next level that he clearly already showed me. And it's a huge difference. It's where I want to be right now. But how many of us know we got to go at his pace and his timing and in his direction, the way he wanted to do it? I'm not going to say I don't know who this is for, because for us all, if we listening to it, it always is. He don't make no mistakes. The end of a thing is better than its beginning. The patient in Ruach is better than the proud in Ruach. Uh-oh. So that old saying that you're not better than me. Yes, we are. Yes, we are. Those that have changed and committed ourselves to the Most High, we are better than other folks. We're better than our old selves. That's what it really matters. But yeah, you better than folks. The text says it clearly. Those who wait on Yahuwah shall renew their strength. They shall mount up on wings as eagles. They'll run and not be weary. They'll walk and not faint. See, this all implies doing it his way. We're not going to stop saying it because I had to learn it. I had to learn it. And see, he wouldn't have me out here speaking on these ideas if he hadn't already took me down through there to live it out so I can speak it in truth. And that's one of our biggest hurdles in our lives, that pride. We spoke on it in the pride recording, that pride of life. Yeah, we want to be proud of who we are and what we have. But if our identity is not in the Most High and what we have is not from Him, then don't make a hill of beans. It's all trash. Like Saul said, it's all basura. And that's the Spanish word for boo-boo, trash. I think more or less boo-boo. Because I think they use it as a cuss word. And Philippians 2:12-16, pardon me. Light bearers. Light bearers, Robert? Yeah, true. See, light don't only expose darkness in the physical, like a light bulb, but also in the ruach, in the mentality. Light means truth, wisdom, knowledge, understanding. Therefore, my beloved, as you have always obeyed, not as in my presence only, but now much more in my absence. Work out your own salvation with fear and trembling. For it is Yahuwah who works in you both to will and to do his good pleasure. Do all things without complaining and disputing, that you may become blameless and harmless, children of Yahuwah, without fault in the midst of a crooked generation. In the midst of a crooked and perverse generation. Can't forget perverse. Among whom you shine as lights in the world, holding fast the word of life, so that I may rejoice in the day of Mashiach, that I have not run in vain or labored in vain. Uh-oh. Now that's a big uh-oh, because there's a lot of meat on that bone. As one of my boys say, a whole lot of meat, and let's chew it up. First it says do all things without complaining. It says a whole lot more things up top, but this is what I want to concentrate on. Do all things without complaining and disputing. And we got to wait on the Most High, family. It's easy to start complaining. You start seeing everything in other people and not really examining yourself. You're not looking at yourself and say, okay, I've been over that. Why am I feeling like that? I went through this 2 or 3 seasons ago. Why is this bothering me now? This shouldn't be bothering me now. I cast that down. I done got over that hurdle. I should be able to jump over that without any kind of hesitation. Hallelujah. Yeah, we can't be complaining, family. See, the thing about it is we're lights. How are we going to be lights acting like the darkness? And the Most High was speaking to me about that on the way over. There's something about being different, family. But how are we different when we're doing the same thing? How are we different when we're still eating that pork, that shrimp, that catfish, that lobster? All the things that the text tells us not to eat. And you going out with other folks and saying you such and such, and you this, you that. But in the back of their mind, they singing that song, you just wick, whack. I hear you doing all that talking. And more folks are starting to ask the question. How would he cut out half the book and give you half the book? Why didn't he just give you half the book, not give you the whole book or the entire text? Because some folks saw what it was and took it out. So y'all can't have all that. And then gave you preachers and teachers to teach and preach it. Just like these fools we see today. Don't keep the law, statutes, and commands. How foolish is that when the law, statutes, and commands is why we got kicked out of the land? See, they don't want us keeping them because they know we're going back in the land, and once we get back in the land, we're ruling over the earth, bringing righteousness back on this earth. But it all goes back to being different, being set apart. And that's what's going to set you apart. They're going to look at you and be like, there's something different about him. Yeah, it ain't just you see it through his spiritual or through his aura. No, it's not only that. It's his actions, that individual's actions. When they're around you and they see you out and about doing what you do, they notice you don't do the same things they do, or the things you used to do. See, that's what gets folks quickest, and has more effect on them when they say, "Nah, he don't do that no more." Just like everybody I used to hang around brought me the stuff that I used to be addicted to try to get me back hooked on it. That's when I knew you ain't no good, buddy. You continue on down your road of addiction, and the answer is right here in front of you, but you don't want to take it. You want to try to get me back in the same boat you in, and it's about to go over the waterfall. Hallelujah. And without disputing, no, if that's what you want to do what you do. But you see your example that's being sent back to you. No, I'm not gonna go back there and do them things I used to do. I'm showing you that you can get over what you've been doing all your life. Just like I told somebody before, I said you have the longest run I have ever seen. You have the longest run I have ever seen since crack. Since crack was out here, since dope was out here. Crack, we're gonna call it what it is. How long has it been? About 35 years? You've been out here on that mess for 35 years. And still maneuvering like you ain't. Trying to act like you ain't. Trying to act like you're alright. Blaming it on something else. Well, I do this because of that. No, you don't. You do that because you don't want to change. That you may become blameless and harmless, children of Yahuwah without fault in the midst of a crooked and perverse generation. Yeah, they saying good is bad, and bad is evil. Don't you dare keep them laws. Which one you don't want me to keep? You want me to kill? You want me to steal? You want me to destroy like your daddy do? Which one of the commands? Tell me, please. Don't love the Most High with your all. Which that's a big no-no, because Hasatan knows if you love him, you're going to do what he asks you and tell you to do. Let's continue, family. This is supposed to be a short audio. Once we get to talking about the Most High and what he's done for Robert, I can't help but get excited. And let's see where Saul went after that. During 2 Timothy 4:7, I have fought the good fight. I have finished the race. I have kept the belief or the faith. See, Saul was trained by Yahushua himself. For 3 years, he came and trained him and told him what he wanted him to do. So at the end, he said, I've done what he told me to do. I fought a good fight to do it, even though I got flack from everybody, from my family, to my closest friends, from my husbands, my wives. Everybody gave me the business. But I have finished the race. Saul uses the metaphor of a race to describe his life of belief or faith. And he declares he has completed it victoriously by fighting a good fight, finishing the race, and keeping the belief or faith. He speaks of his life being worth nothing to him unless he uses it to finish the work assigned to him by Yahushua HaMashiach. The work of telling others the Besorah, or good news about the salvation of Yahuwah through his son Yahushua HaMashiach. This text emphasizes for us all to finish our Yahuwah-given purpose, imitating Yahushua HaMashiach. As the text clearly says, be imitators of him. We have one more text that didn't transfer
Hath
over.
begun a good work in...
And that's it. Yeah, Yahuwah has given us all assignments. Just like Yahusha. He was the first of many sons. And we have been predestined to come on this earth and do our assignment, to carry our assignment out, just as he did. And I say that again, just as he did. Just like Daddy, come on. We're walking it out like he did, using his Ruach HaKodesh. And finally, Philippians 1:6, being confident of this very thing, that he who has begun a good work in you will perform it until the day of Yahushua HaMashiach. We're going to finish strong, family. We're going to see it all the way through without complaining, bickering, disputing amongst each others. That's another big problem. That goes back to pride. You don't want to say, okay, this man is hearing from the Most High just like I'm hearing from the Most High. But because he calls him Yahshua, and I call him Yahusha, why am I going to fight him? Because I clearly see the fruit on his life. I clearly have felt his Ruach speaking to me through the Ruach HaKodesh, who's speaking through him. And this is one of the biggest problems. See, and that's a belief thing. And the Most High was telling me that last evening. I heard a testimony. Teo Ministry, they're doing their testimonies once again. And as y'all know, I did a testimony over there quite a few years ago when they first did it. I think I'm number 15 or around that number. And there's this fella up there last evening. Powerful testimony. I encourage you to check them out. Teo Ministries Testimonies. And I was like, well, he's calling him Yahshua. Where he get that from? And quickly the Ruach told me it don't matter. Why you worried about her name? We all see the differences in the names. However, we're not calling him what Rome called him, the name Rome gave us. That's the big difference. But no, we're not disputing amongst one another. We're coming together in Yahusha, by Yahusha, from Yahuwah, who sent him to die for us all and to raise us all from the dead, just like he raised up. And now I get it. Now I get it. How about you today, family? Do you get it? Are you working towards the goals the Most High has given you, the assignment? Are you going to see it through today to the end? No matter what, no matter who, no matter how? Even if you got to beg and borrow, like a fella I heard say one time, I'm going to make it even if I have to beg and borrow. Something else he said in that, but yeah, we're going to make it. We're going to do this. We're going to see it through to the end. So make sure you're working out your own salvation, your soul salvation, with fear and trembling to the end. Hallelujah. Family, we love you so much. Do stay up and keep pushing forward in the right direction. Shalom. Hallelujah.